Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode 15 of the Parlay Gang, Sports Gambling Made Easy. I am your host, Ife, here with my brother T.O, here with my other brother Vic, here to bring you the best bets, our Week 14 takeaways and diaper team of the week for the Week 15 NFL slate. We had a tricky Week 14, but we're going to get right to it. And let's get to our Week 14 takeaways. We're going to start with Vic. Vic, give us your Week 14 takeaways, my brother.
My Week 14 takeaways is Tommy DeVito was dealing.
The little
That boy,
baby,
he was busy.
That boy,
the Guido.
he's
The
Hey,
the New Jersey Guido.
Hey, I like his touchdown celebration. He be doing that Italian shit. Oh, that Italian shit. Hey, that shit cold.
Hey.
Man, that shit cold.
It remind me of one kid. I forget the name of the movie. It was a kid, Italians and the Black. It's a classic movie. I'm gonna have to remember that shit. But bro, that motherfucker was dealing, bro. I like his swag. I like the way he answered, bro. Answering big moments. So I like the way they played that game, bro. I like the way, you know what I'm saying, they played as a unit and they ain't give up. Hey, even when Saquon had that fumble, hey, he marched right back down this field for that game winning touchdown. He went 4 for 4, I believe, on that last drive. But hey, Tommy DeVito definitely was my takeaway, was my top takeaway of the week. And my other takeaway is, boy, them Kansas City Chiefs can't catch a break. They cannot catch a break to say they like.
They beating themselves.
They beating themselves every week, every L they take, bruh. They gotta be going fucking crazy right now.
What I say last week? They fraud. Chiefs is fraud. They fraud as hell. That record does not reflect.
It's not even. It's not that they fraud. It's just with the NFL. Some years it go your way. You gotta understand the Chiefs too. The Chiefs used to win some of the most flukiest games. Yeah. They used to get some of the most flukiest 4th and 25 pass interference, first down. And you be like, what the fuck? How do they keep doing this shit? And finally, that shit is not going in their favor, and they suffering the consequences for it. And that's just football. Some year it bounces your way, some year it don't. Like last year, it was the Vikings. The Vikings was winning all these one-score close games, that miraculous win against Buffalo, shit like that. And this year obviously is not the case. Sorry to bring that up, T.O. But yeah, this year's obviously not the case. It's just the Chiefs is suffering from that same downfall, man.
But they have been getting a lot of calls in their favor though. Like when they played us and they beat us, they got a lot of calls in their favor.
I don't mean so much calls. Yeah.
It just so happened last week. They ain't getting no calls in their favor.
Their luck. And for me, it's just like offsides, bruh, on a fantastic play. Kelsey just being creative. Man, that's just like pass interference the week before. Like just. But if you drop touchdown pass here, drop touchdown pass there.
But if you take a look at that game with Kadarius Toney offsides, he was offsides 3 other times in that game. The same way.
3 or 4. Yep.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times, the same way. He never checked with the ref, so I mean,
but then what you got to understand too with those Chiefs, they're a young, undisciplined team, and that's why it's important to have a veteran wide receiver on stuff like that. So you got one game, Scanlon dropped the ball. Second game, they don't call a blatant pass interference. Third game,
that was crazy.
Third game, offsides on a game winning touchdown play. That's 3 games where the Chiefs beat themselves because they were young, undisciplined.
Yep.
Calls just not going their way. And that's what happens when you have a young team and you're trying to figure things out, man. Mahomes can't do it by himself. If Mahomes or Kelsey have a bad game, or one of them don't have a bad game, if one of them have a bad game or they both have a bad game at the same time, there's no hope for the Chiefs. Like, they both got to be over-excelling for them to have a chance to win.
Right.
So, it is what it is, man. But good takeaways from Vic for Week 14. T.O., what's your Week 14 takeaway?
Man, my first week 1 takeaway is, I have to say this, man. Trubisky does not belong in the league. Trubisky is
trash. The way that man passed is so trash. It just so happened that he had a decent week. This week he put like 20 points up in fantasy. But just looking at the man pass is really pathetic. It's really terrible. And I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, you mean to tell me a team would rather have Trubisky on their team than Kaepernick? That's hard to believe. I had to bring Kaepernick up because it's so long ago and so long ago in the past. I just want to see my boy get a shot. But I just feel like, dang, if Trubisky in the league, how the hell Kaepernick in the league? Because Trubisky is really trash. He's so trash.
You know what's crazy though is his confidence is completely shot. But Trubisky was that nigga in college. He was that nigga in college, and that's what the NFL will do to you. Like, confidence is everything. Mindset is everything. I can take that playing quarterback on a mid-level, nowhere near to the level of these dudes in the NFL is playing. And once you start to lose your confidence, you just start to overthink. It affects basic technique. It affects your footwork. You overcompensate your throws. It's just you see the demise. Like you saw it with Zach Wilson. Now Zach Wilson had a crazy ass game this past week in the rain. Why? Why was he so effective this game? Because he had already got benched. And this game was one of the games you can tell with Zach Wilson, he played free. He's like, I really don't got shit to lose no more. They done benched me twice. Right. Everybody on the Jets pretty much hate my guts. They already said I lost my job. I'm about to go out here and just throw the fucking ball and wing it and see what happens. And he throw for 300 yards.
Yep.
The mental aspect of football is so critical to the success, and then what team you land on, of course, is so critical to the success of some of these players. So, like now you like he just said with motherfucking DeVito, he got confidence now. Now the sky's the limit. You know, the sky's the limit for that nigga now. He's feeling good. He's becoming a public favorite. He's doing they talking about his family, the Sopranos, the Goodfellas, the mafia. And like he becoming a household name.
Hey, and I believe DeVito, he really tied in with the mafia. Something about his family. He really tied in. He really locked in. You don't want to play with DeVito. He really locked in. I'm telling you. He got them peoples behind him. He got the real Italians behind him. You can tell. His family. Oh yeah, his family about that. I can tell. You can look at them and tell they really about that.
Mm-hmm.
Real.
Yeah,
but now my other week 14 takeaway, we can't move forward without saying this. Eagles got their ass exposed again.
Whoa, timeout.
Eagles got their ass exposed, and I'm loving it. I was here for it.
Pump your brakes.
I was so here for it.
Y'all won 3-0. Let's cut that. Let's stop that. That could have been
a win. A win is a win. A win is a win.
0. Quarterback got benched. Y'all starting a new quarterback this week, bruh.
We did.
I don't want to hear nothing. Jefferson's entry was as fast as his exit. He was up out of that thing. I don't wish nobody gets hurt, but hey, your Vikings ain't going nowhere fast, bruh. Chop liver. Let's get that out the way.
Hey, we in the same boat. Minnesota Vikings and the Eagles in the same boat. We both ain't going nowhere fast.
Beg your pardon?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, Eagles, watch how fast the Eagles get out the playoffs. Mark my words. Eagles will get out the playoffs so fast. I'm telling you.
Okay. Listen. For one, I will explain this. Okay, yeah, we took an L. We took another one too.
A bad one.
Third one.
A bad one.
Third one. This week.
I hope y'all beat Seattle. Seattle's not an easy place to play.
We're gonna take the L this week and understand. The way we looked. Okay, let me. So see, I'm not I don't psychoanalyze. Here
comes the ifs. Let me get my fifth.
Oh, now it's the if. Ain't no if. My boys was tired. They coming off of 6 days, five days rest. Dallas coming off a good 10 days rest. It's all good. We're gonna have to see them boys real.
The man said my boys was tired.
They was tired, bro. They pretend we went to a gauntlet. Our schedule. We normally split with the Cowboys anyway. You know what I'm saying? But we went through a gauntlet. We're the back end of our schedule kind of lightens up a little bit. We're gonna get back rolling, catch a rhythm, and it's all about clicking at the right time. We went 3 and but we went 3-2 out of these just buzzsaw games that we went through from Kansas. I mean, from the Cowboys, Kansas City, Buffalo, 49ers, Cowboys. We did what we did. We went 3-2 out of those games.
Well,
we're good.
The
We're
crazy
solid.
part. The crazy
We are
part is that the Seahawks played the Cowboys, put up more points than the Eagles did.
That don't mean nothing. That's
I'm
a week
kind of
type thing.
I kind of like the Seahawks with the points this week against them Eagles.
That don't mean nothing.
Like,
That won't happen. That won't
okay.
happen. That don't mean nothing. But I will say this. You know what I'm saying? If our fucking offensive coordinator don't start dialing up some real fucking plays, stop throwing the ball so much on first down and run the goddamn football and really fucking really like orchestrate this offense, but he gonna piss me off. I'm trying to be really calm because it's first year. But these offensive coordinator and our defensive coordinator are doing so much vanilla shit, and we need to make sure we need to put some exotic shit in our formations. We can't just line up and just run four verts. We can't just line up in quads and trips and then without no motion, no nothing. So, and that's basically what we've been doing. We haven't added no motions, no serious motions to our game, except for motion of the running back from from the slot position into the backfield, those type of things. But we good, man. Our defense definitely got to play better. We've been playing, just some vanilla coverages and shit like that. But I'm not worried. So, see, y'all are the ones that be worried. First of all, both of y'all teams is suck. Well, Ife, your team ass. But Toby, your Vikings is so-so, but y'all don't got no quarterback. You're not going nowhere fast. Y'all probably won't even make the playoffs. Y'all probably lose this week. But just understand, we got this, all right? I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking like a lot of people is, like a lot of Philly fans, like a lot of people is, like a lot of these other people say. I'm not panicking. I'm good.
You should be.
I believe in them Eagles. We're going to
fly
high.
Worried. You should be worried.
I'm not at all.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm not at all. Go ahead.
Is you finished or is you done?
Hey, I am finished and done. I ain't worried a bit.
All right, cool. All right, I got a couple of takeaways. Now, let me just do one. I'm going to go ahead and get these out. I'm going to make it quick. The Eagles. Wow. I don't mind y'all losing to the Cowboys. I don't mind it. But to get destroyed, blown out 2 weeks in a row is so unlike the Phillies. So unlike the Philadelphia Eagles. So unlike them.
They got exposed.
Your team, just like Toby said, the Chiefs are frauds. The Philadelphia Eagles are frauds.
Fraud.
Y'all couldn't stop the run, and y'all DBs are some of the most talented yet underachieving group in the NFL. Y'all been getting smoked every fucking week. In my fantasy football league, I was wondering, I said, why the fuck did the Eagles defense get dropped and it's available in the free agency? So I picked them up just to put them on my bench, just to see what was going on. And then I saw why. Every fucking week, y'all getting 30 burgers dropped on your ass. Like morning prayer on a Sunday. It's just boom, boom, guaranteed. Prayer on Sunday is guaranteed. What's guaranteed in the NFL? You're gonna drop 30 on the Eagles. It's a guaranteed 30 burger. The defense was disgusting, but what was even so surprising was the offense. Y'all was underachieving. There's no continuity whatsoever. Like, they look like they didn't really want to play. Like, if it's not no game that y'all don't come out 100% motivated, it got to be the Cowboys. Y'all act like I was playing Arizona, some regular team. Y'all didn't want to play there. The energy was low. Y'all was defeated from the very beginning. I'm disgusted with the Eagles. I'll tell you, talking from a guy whose team is straight doodle cheeks, there's a level of comfort that comes with knowing that your team is doodle cheeks. I have zero expectations this year. I'm already on to the next year. But it hurts even worse when you believe in your team and your team is actually really good and has potential and y'all supposed to go to the Super Bowl, y'all underachieve and may make the playoffs or exit the first round of playoffs. That shit hurts even worse. So that's not week. You're not worried. You better be worried. You're not worried. You better be worried. You better be really, really worried. But okay, that's my first takeaway. Second takeaway: the Brock Purdy slander must stop. Enough is enough. He's the real deal. I don't give a fuck if he was drafted in the last round, in the last pick of the draft. The nigga is playing at a first round quarterback level. Analyzed. I knew it last year, but this year solidified it. The nigga is throwing with anticipation. If you look, every time I see Debo and Brandon Ayuk catch the ball from him, they rarely have to break stride. The nigga throwing the ball on stride to them every time, right in the bread basket. All you gotta do is keep catching and keep running. Now, when you get him off his spot and you make him go to his third or fourth reads, he do struggle a little bit, but that's okay for a first, second year quarterback. But I don't want to hear that he's a system quarterback bullshit. I don't want to hear all that. The nigga's making the throws. He's making it with anticipation. He's accurate with the football. The team loves him. No more Brock Purdy slander. He has the potential. He has the potential to be this year's MVP. It's going to depend on how the rest of the season goes for the San Francisco 49ers, but he got a good shot at it. If you can get a couple bad games out of Dak Prescott, he's in it. Tyreek Hill just got hurt. He's struggling. They probably won't give it to a running back, so it's really between the quarterbacks. And Josh Allen still has a good chance to get it if they win out, which they have the potential to do.
And for real, they need to switch. They need to stop playing in the NFL and stop doing the same old repetitive quarterback to MVP. They love that story in the NFL. Quarterback the real MVP this year. Nope, I like hands down to me and a lot of other people is Tyreek Hill. I feel like they need to give it to a wide receiver. Tyreek Hill is the MVP right now in the league.
Last night showed it right there. Hey, listen, let me pick it. Last night showed you, how important
Tyreek
to that damn
ball. I agree. To me, it's between Tyreek, Dak, and Brock Purdy. Those my three favorites to win the MVP. If you throw Christian McCaffrey in the mix, I ain't mad at it. But I think that's more so. That has a lot to do with the run scheme because every running back behind Kyle Shanahan's offense cooked. But yeah, Tyreek, Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, that's top three MVP. As long as Tyreek keep cooking, which he should, if he don't get injured, he got a good shot to win it. So yeah, I agree. They should give it to another person, another position other than the quarterback. But it's just that quarterback position is the hardest position to play in football. Yeah. It's hard to ignore it. And Dak is having. I can't even hate. He's having a phenomenal year. That nigga's cooking on all cylinders.
He threw for 3 touchdowns every game, damn near.
So I can't get mad at that, man. But all right, y'all, let's get on to it, man. Next agenda on the slate for this episode. Let's make it quick, fellas. We got our diaper team of the week. T.O., we're gonna start with you. What's your diaper team of the week?
Man, diaper team of the week. I got 2 of them. Them goddamn Colts. Boy, I had the Colts teased up to 9. They couldn't even come close to covering the spread. Couldn't even come close to covering the spread against them Bengals. Jake Browning again was smoking hot, cooking again. That boy Jake Browning, Jake Browning is the truth. Jake Browning is the truth. Then I had the Packers heads up. I just need them to beat the Titans. I mean, not the Titans.
The Giants.
The Giants heads up. They couldn't do it. The Giants defense playing a lot better these last few weeks. I don't know what happened to their defense, but the Giants defense looked pretty good. I ain't gonna even lie. But yeah, those were my 2 diaper teams of the week. Colts and the Packers did it to me. Only 2 things that messed my up.
I ain't mad at that. I actually got it right, man. I had the Giants to upset the Packers just because the Packers was riding too high. They was looking too good. I knew somebody was going to put them in the diaper, and I knew the Giants was going to do it, especially on a standalone game on Monday night.
Yeah.
But I'll talk about my diaper team in a second. Vic, we on you. Who's your diaper team of the week?
The diaper team is the Houston Texans, man. Man, what them Jets did, man. Hey, man, Stroud got hit. Yeah, after a late hit for sure, but he got concussed, knocked out of the game. His head bounced off that turf so goddamn hard. Bro, I tell you.
But when Nico Collins got hurt, also I knew it was a wrap. It's over. He ain't got nobody to throw it to.
Nobody to
Nico
throw it.
Collins got hurt. He got knocked out
But
the game. It was over with.
I tell you, like just the way that just defense is for real, bro. They give everybody fits. That was my one big worry with them and with them is giving a young quarterback fits. So, but they showed up, they showed out, and Zach Wilson balled the fuck out again. It's like you said, he played free, no worries. Y'all didn't want me here really anyway. So, that's my takeaway. My diaper team of the week really is my them damn the Texans didn't come through for your boy like I thought they would.
Yeah.
Had them winning just by one. I just need them to win by one. So,
all right, let's get to my diaper team of the week. I'm a big dummy because I bet with a team.
The Falcons.
I'm a big dummy because I bet with a team I shouldn't have bet with. It's the weak ass Philadelphia Eagles. In my mind, in my mind, I say to myself, Vic coming here every fucking podcast telling me how great the Eagles are. If this, if that, if this, if that. I say, you know what? Why are the Eagles getting 3.5 points in the underdog against the Cowboys? You know what? This is a no-brainer for me. I'm going to tease them up to 9.5. Even if they lose, ain't no way they lose by 9.5 points. After coming off of a loss, I just knew. I had the Giants good. I was good on the Giants. Good on my Bengals bet. Good on my Browns bet. Good on my Bears bet. I was good on the Jets. I was smoking hot. Everything hit except the Eagles. Put me in the fucking diaper. And it bothers me because I hate betting with them, but I gotta leave emotion out of it sometimes. I say, you know what? Leave the emotions out of it. Bet with the Eagles, because Eagles with 9.5 points, that should be good. It's gonna be a close game, right? Maybe the Dallas wins by a field goal. No, because the Eagles are fucking frauds. And I'm a fucking dummy for betting on their ass. Well, I knew I should have bet on their ass.
Hey.
So there's nobody to blame but myself. I should not have did that shit. And I won't do it again. I won't do it again.
I ain't gonna lie. The Eagles losing makes me happy, but there's nothing else makes me happier than watching you lose with the Eagles. Because I'll be telling your ass to stop betting with their ass, but you still betting with them. That shit makes me so happy. That shit is hilarious.
They made me money this year. But I had to do it. I had the Bills teased up against the Chiefs. I knew they was gonna cover.
Me too.
I knew they was gonna cover.
I thought they win. I had them heads up.
Yeah.
I know they was gonna
win. My regret was not putting the Cardinals, not teasing the Cardinals up and leaving the Eagles off. Because I thought about that shit for 10 minutes before I made the bet. But I was so nervous that the weather, fucking Kyler Murray being all small, playing in Pittsburgh, he might get blown out. Man, they beat the shit out of Pittsburgh.
I can't do it.
I put that weak ass fit bet on there, man. But that's what it is. You live and you learn, man. But that's it, man. We're gonna get straight to it, man. The reason why everybody is here are week 15 NFL best bets. All right, y'all. We had a decent week last week. I was 2 for 1. I think T.O. was 1 for 2, 1 and 2, and then Vic was 1 and 2. So I was in the green last week on our best bets. It happens. Some weeks you on, some weeks you off. I'm a little nervous this week because I got a lot of favorites, and it almost seems too easy this week, as usually when it's not easy. But we're gonna get right to it with our NFL best bets for week 15. We're gonna start with you, Vic. What's your first NFL best bet of the week?
Like you said, man, it's a lot of favorites, man. But I will say my first best bet of the week. I'm going to take the Rams, Los Angeles Rams. I'm going to tease it down to 3.5. Take the Rams, tease it down to 3 to win, beat the Commanders at home. Rams with 3.
I ain't mad at that. That's
3.5. 3.5 or 3.
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could buy them down 3.5 points because they 6.5 favorite. Yeah.
I'll take the 3.5. Mine's at 6. But I'll take it off if y'all looking at 6.5. Bring it on to 3. 3.5.
All right. So,
3.5.
3.5 or 3?
3.5.
3.5.
I hate the halves, but give me that half. I'll take.
all right. So we got Vic. You bought the points down on the Rams. You got the Rams -3.
-3.
I ain't mad at the, yeah, all right. So you got the Rams -3 against those Washington Commanders. I ain't mad at that bet.
He got a 3.5. -3.5.
Oh, -3. All right. Rams -3.5 against the Washington Commanders. I'm not mad at that. The Rams receivers are the best, some of the best in the league, and the Washington DBs are the worst in the league. They are the worst. They are the worst defensive back unit in the NFL on passes thrown more than 20 yards. What that means is, if you throw that bitch deep, your receiver is more than likely going to catch that bitch. And you dealing with Matthew Stafford, Mr. Puka, and Cooper, hey, you don't want it. With Puka and Cooper, you don't want it. So I like the over in this game as long as the weather is good. I think Rams gonna smoke these boys. Maybe, the Rams defense ain't great either. So it should be a high scoring game, but Washington stinks. They unbettable for me. All right, so we got Vic with the Rams -3.5. T.O., what's your best bet?
Man, the best bet I like this week is the Falcons to cover the spread -3 against them Panthers. I feel like it is going to be a close one because they always play each other tough, but I do feel like the Falcons can edge them out at least by 3 points this week.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at that one, man. The Panthers just, Jesus Christ, it's hard to watch them.
Yeah, they hard to watch them. They already looking towards next year. They don't care about the season. They 1-11. It's over with.
Yeah, it's hard to watch them, man, for sure. They fucking stink. The only team they beat is a fucking Houston Texans and blew niggas parlays when they did that shit. That's the only team they beat.
And they barely
beat them. All right, so we got the Falcons -3. That's T.O.'s first bet for the Week 15 NFL slate. My first bet, I'm going with the Green Bay Packers heads up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Great win by Tampa last week on beating the Falcons. I don't think they're going to do that against these Packers, man. The Packers are playing better. They are playing at Lambeau. It's going to be cold as fuck. So you got Tampa, Baker Mayfield. He's a Texan, played in Oklahoma, but you got them coming up to play in the cold, windy Lambeau Field. Go ahead and give me Jordan Love with the Packers. The run game, A.J. Dillon pounding the rock. The defense playing a little better. Should be a low-scoring game. I can see Baker Mayfield throwing a pick, maybe fumbling the rock. Packers don't really got a lot to play for, even though they're competitive, but they still got a lot of injuries on their defense, and they really struggle stopping the run. So I think the Packers should be able to set up the run here pretty good and then do play action off the run, get their receivers involved, man. So give me the Packers heads up at home against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, for my first bet. So on to the second bet. We're going to go with you, T.O. Who's your second best bet for Week 15?
Man, the second bet I like this week for Week 15, after coming off a miraculous win against them Dolphins last night, give me them Titans to cover the spread -2.5 versus them Texans, especially with Stroud banged up, Nico Collins banged up, and Tank Dell out. Oh, yeah. Give me them Titans cover the spread 2.5 versus them Texans this week for sure.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. That's a good bet, man. Titans play hard at home too, man. They're a tough team at home, and their strategy is run the rock with Derrick Henry. I hit for 600 yesterday. I bet $50 on Derrick Henry 2 anytime touchdowns, same game parlay. The odds was plus 1,100. I put 50 on him to do it, and why did I do that? Because the Tennessee Titans strategy for the rest of the year is going to try to ugly these games up, slow these games down, run the ball as much as possible, and throw off of play action when they can. They do not want Will Levis throwing the ball too much unless they absolutely have to. So Derrick Henry, with him just being Derrick Henry, has a good chance to rush for 2 touchdowns every fucking game. One of these games, he's going to have a 3-piece, and I'm trying to catch that bitch. But, yeah, I hit for 600 on the same game parlay, betting $50 on him to score twice, and he did. So, yeah, that's a good bet, especially at home. Will Levis is getting more and more comfortable, getting more confident. So,
I told you about that with Will Levis. I seen one pass. I knew.
And two games after that, he stunk it up, and then he back playing good. But I ain't gonna crown him.
He ain't stink it up now. He ain't stink it. He just ball out. He ain't ball out, but he ain't stink it up.
He was throwing for 160 yards, 170 yards, picks,
but he
inaccurate.
He's not turning the ball over. He's not making no mistakes like that.
I ain't mad at it. We can roll. I mean, we can roll with it. It was a good win. It was a good win. I'll give it to him. So, all right. T.O. got the Tennessee Titans at home to cover the spread. What's that? -3?
2.5. I got it at 2.5.
You got it 2.5. All right. The Tennessee Titans -2.5 against the Houston Texans. Yeah, they beat up, and Houston Texans aren't great. They're not great on the road either, so that's a good bet. All right, Vic, who's your second best bet for Week 15?
My second best bet for Week 15. Give me the Denver Broncos +5 against the Detroit Lions.
All right, repeat that, Vic. You slowed up on us.
Give me the Denver Broncos +5 against the Detroit Lions.
All right, Denver Broncos +5. Tell us why.
I love the way the Denver Broncos are playing. I'm worried about them going to the Detroit Lions. Play good at home. Goff is an indoor quarterback. We've seen that, but he has been a turnover machine. If the Denver defense has been averaging 2 turnovers per game. I think like 2-point-some average 2-point-some turnovers per game. But the Denver defense has been getting the ball, making turnovers. Goff has been turning that ball over left and right the last 3 weeks. I'm expecting him to gift that ball to the Broncos a few times just to help them out a little bit. And I think it's going to be a close game. You got 2 good teams. The Detroit Lions it's going to be a feisty game. The Denver Broncos are fighting to get in the playoffs. The Detroit Lions are still fighting to keep their spot in their division because they do got some teams. They do got some teams coming on their heels, especially if they keep losing games. So it's going to be a tight game. I'm expecting both teams to come out desperate. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, but I definitely feel like the Broncos are going to cover that 5 points. It's going to be under 5. So
I ain't mad at that, man. I like that. That's a good bet because that Detroit Lions defense has regressed significantly over the last 5-6 games. They can't stop anything. So Denver definitely wants to run the ball, and that boy Cortland Sutton has been cooking up. One-hand catch in the end zone, looking like Randy Moss on steroids. That boy been going crazy.
Got one crazy catch, bro.
Yeah, all right, I like it. So Vic got the Denver Broncos +5 against the Detroit Lions. My second best bet, I'm rolling with the New York DeVito. Give me the New York Giants. I'm going to buy them up to 7 against the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are one of the worst teams against the spread in the NFL. Their head coach, Dennis Allen, sucks. Derek Carr is one of the worst quarterbacks in the red zone and one of the worst quarterbacks against the spread this year in the NFL. I want the New York Giants to do exactly what they did against Green Bay. Play great defense, run the ball, don't make mistakes, play action off the run. I don't care if y'all lose, just keep it within the 7. Give me the New York Giants +7 against the weak-ass New Orleans Saints.
I like it.
Yeah.
So
I was about that bet too, but I don't know. Sometimes the Saints play really good, sometimes they don't.
They inconsistent.
I don't know. Yeah, they really inconsistent. I just kind of stayed away from that.
Can't get a read on.
Yeah, can't really get on them. But I feel like, boy, any quarterback other than Denny Dimes play for the Giants. The Giants is good money. Ain't
Oh yeah,
quarterback
they
other than
just.
Danny Dimes.
I mean, his spot is questionable.
It's
They
up for
just paid this
grabs.
nigga. They just paid this nigga $80 million. Now he might be the backup. That's
That
crazy.
shit crazy. The
Yeah.
greatest
So,
heist in the NFL.
no,
The
that
greatest.
ain't even it. No, Sam Bradford cooked the Rams for like $100 million, and that nigga played. He played like a handful of games because he kept getting hurt. Just kept
Yeah, he
finessing
trash.
team.
Yeah, he trash
cooked.
too.
Yeah.
Sam Bradford was definitely trash.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, man. So Mars was the New York Giants +7 against them Saints. So for our final best bet for the Week 15 NFL slate, we're gonna roll with T.O. Who you got?
My last and final bet for Week 15 is going to be them Lions heads up against them Broncos. Because I do like the Broncos with the points, and they have been covering the spread. But every week, when you just look at the Lions offense on paper, it's hard to bet against. I don't really see many defenses stopping the Lions. They just got too many weapons. The Broncos defense is playing solid, and it might be a close game. It definitely might be. But I feel like the Lions gonna edge that one out, and I played it safe and just took them heads up instead of covering the spread. So give me the Lions heads up against the Broncos this week.
Man, the issue ain't the Lions offense, it's the Lions defense. Everybody keeping it close.
Yeah, but the Broncos offense ain't all that. They just look really good this week against a weak ass Chargers defense, which is horrendous.
No, it ain't that. It's just it ain't. I mean, you got the Lions defense where everybody's been playing well against them. You can't trust them to cover that. I mean, I get the heads up, but yeah, you can't trust them to cover any kind of spread right now. And there's room for upset. You know, you get that Russell magic in the fourth quarter. Yeah, it's possible. But I ain't mad at that bet. So T.O. got the Detroit Lions heads up against the Denver Broncos for his final bet. Vic, who you got?
My final bet, give me the Cincinnati Bengals straight up against the weak ass Minnesota Vikings.
You was a fool.
Okay.
You was a fool. You ain't learned yet? You ain't learned yet not to bet against the Vikings? You ain't learned yet not to bet against the Vikings? Okay.
Beg your pardon?
You ain't learned yet? Okay. You gonna see. You gonna find out. Don't worry about it.
Cooking. Don't trip. Brownie is cooking right now. So give me the Cincinnati. Take him straight up. How many games did he play? 3 games? He got 1,000 yards.
He played in 3 games with 2 starts. He only had 2 complete starts.
2 complete starts. He had basically 930 or 920 something yards passing right now. He get 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's rolling. Their offense is growing, and they're starting to run the ball a lot more. What I noticed about them was they're starting to run the ball a lot more, which is helping their play action. It's helping their receivers. It's pulling them safeties down a lot more. So that's the trigger. They got so caught up. I really think they got so caught up with Burrow was just passing. They had no finesse with they had no really offensive play design. They were just running straight zones, and it was no reaction with it. But now they've been running a lot more, depending on their backs a lot more. So therefore, it's been opening up a lot more passing lanes for Browning, which is also helping them out. So give me definitely just give me the Bengals straight up. I don't like it with the 3.5. I don't like the half. So give me them straight up.
The thing you forgetting though, the thing you're not thinking about is the Vikings have a championship defense right now. The Vikings have a championship defense right now. That's what you're not considering. But hey, I'm gonna let you make it.
The defense is playing good. The defense has claimed the good. I can't lie.
Hey, you see what happened? This week, right? Donut. Shut out. Donut, baby.
The tricky thing is what I do like that the Vikings did. They got Nick Mullins in there. He will sling. He gonna throw some picks, but he will sling that bitch. And you got Justin Jefferson coming back with Jordan Addison. It ain't a bad move. It ain't a bad move whatsoever. So
straight up,
I ain't mad at it.
Against them Vikings.
Okay.
All right, Bengals heads up against them Vikings. I ain't mad at it. All right, that's big last bet. T.O. Oh, you did your third bet?
Yeah, I had the Lions heads up.
I got Lions heads up. So it's on me. My final best bet for the week 15 NFL slate. Give me the Cleveland Browns heads up against them Chicago Bears. I'll tell you why. Chicago Bears are playing a lot better. But that Cleveland defense at home is one of the best defenses in the NFL. For whatever reason, when they play away, they suck. But when they play at home, they be cooking cats. All right. Bears are playing well. I can't take too much away because it's the weak ass Detroit Lions defense. Show me y'all can do that against the Browns and make me a believer, and then I'll believe it. But right now, I'm gonna go with the Browns. You got a poised, experienced NFL veteran in Joe Flacco that just gonna throw the ball, get it out quick, do what you need to do. So I'm rolling with the Browns at home against the Chicago Bears. I think this game should be favored more than just 3.5, but I'm gonna just do the heads up just in case the Bears backdoor them. So we'll do a quick recap for my week NFL best bets for week 15. I got Green Bay heads up, bought the Giants up +7, and I went with the Cleveland Browns heads up at home against those Bears. T.O., what's your recap?
Man, I got the Falcons to cover the spread -3 versus the Panthers. I got the Titans to cover the spread -2.5 versus the Texans. And I got the Lions heads up versus the Denver Broncos.
All right. Vic, your recap.
I got the Rams -3.5. I got the Denver Broncos +5 against the Lions, and then I got the Cincinnati Bengals straight up against the Vikings. That is my week 15 best, week 14 best bets of the week.
It's week 15.
Week 15 best bets of the week.
All right, y'all. That's episode 15 of the Parlay Gang. Before we let y'all go, I just had a quick question for T.O. Can you tell me what's going on with your boy, Joshua Dobbs? I would like your explanation. I would like to hear your input. That was one of my takeaways that I forgot to. I just want to know, can you please give me your expert football analysis opinion on Mr. I love that boy Joshua Dobbs, man. That guy, he got art. He can do it.
Hey.
He can do it. I just want to know. Just tell me.
Hey, sometimes the magic ran out, man. Sometimes the magic ran out.
Did I not?
We seen it with Ryan Fitzpatrick when he came in. He was having his magic and shit, and then sometimes it fizzled out. Sometimes we need to change. He need to regroup, get it back together. You know what I'm saying? Put him on the side. Let him regather himself. You know what I'm saying he's still a solid quarterback. You can check the numbers. You can check the numbers this year. He's still a solid quarterback.
I called it. I called that shit. I said I was just a week or two early, but I said this shit is the flukiest shit I ever seen. This nigga should not be winning. He's having these inconsistent. He's having one great quarters that's fugazing it up the numbers. That's making him look a lot better than what he really is. And the nigga wasn't doing. It blew my mind. Atlanta Falcons. This nigga would drop back and run to the right every fucking play, and they could not stop the shit. I said, this nigga luck gonna run out, and it ran out. He is who we thought he was, sitting his ass on the bench with Nick Mullins. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
But we needed something because he wasn't getting the ball down the field. I don't know what was up with him. But you also know too when you know what I'm saying when a defensive have a whole week to plan for you, of course they can make it tough on you. So Nick Mullins came in. They ain't playing for Nick Mullins. He was able to do his little 1-2. But they had a whole week to plan for Joshua Dobbs, so they kind of shut him down. But
they have a whole week to plan for every quarterback. T.O. Just say he stink, and let's keep it moving.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy.
Yeah. You must like. I forgot y'all can relate because you on the bench too in your fantasy football league. You didn't make.
Boy, get your weak ass on, boy. You barely made it this year. Finally. Finally. Boy, what? This your first time in the playoffs in what? In what, 4 years? 3 years?
No, it's been 2 years. It don't matter. We only as good as the last season, baby. But you and Joshua Dobbs can enjoy that bench.
All right, AJ. That's why AJ finna put your ass out round 1.
You better hope so, because if Tyreek don't play, he in a whole heap of trouble.
Oh, he ain't got Tyreek.
I thought he had Tyreek.
He don't got Tyreek. He got McCaffrey.
Oh, he do. Okay. We'll see, man. But all right, y'all, we ain't going to Keep going with this small talk. We appreciate y'all.
Yes,
That's week 15 of the Parlay Gang, Sports Gambling Made Easy. We are not financial advisors. Please gamble at your own risk. We appreciate y'all tuning in with us. Every week we've been consistent. This season has been going by fast. It's almost over, y'all. It's almost over. We're already creeping up on the playoffs. Next thing you know, the Super Bowl here. Next thing you know, we on the next year. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all been making some of our bets, we've already hit. We've already been profitable this year. So anything else we hit is just all, it's all green at this point. So keep tuning in with us. We're still going to try to hit some winners. We got a few weeks left, so we want to make y'all some money. We want to win some money ourselves. So we're going to get a handle on these bets. We're going to keep cooking up these parlays. Stay tuned this week. We're going to have several bonus parlays that you'll be able to see in our stories. So make sure y'all following us on Instagram at the Parlay Gang and hit the notifications, subscribe. Make sure y'all aware when we drop those bets. We're going to be dropping those bets this week, those bonus bets in the stories on our Instagram page and maybe on our TikTok and X. So make sure y'all tuning in on those as well. At the Parlay Gang on YouTube also, man. Like I said many times, every single week, we're going to win money, we're going to lose money, but we're going to do that together. Make sure you're not gambling with any money that you can't afford to lose because it's a risky business. Nothing in this thing is guaranteed. As you can see, I lost because the weak-ass Eagles couldn't cover 9.5 goddamn points against the Cowboys. That shit is egregious. But that's a topic for another day. All right, y'all. We'll start with you, T.O. Let's give them some parting words.
Oh, man, same on every week. Keep tuning into the podcast. Keep supporting the platform. Hey, man, we really appreciate y'all. We see the numbers increasing. We see the followers on Instagram increasing. So, man, we appreciate all the love and support. And like he said just a minute ago, please gamble responsibly. Man, we is not financial advisors, but we definitely know what we're talking about. So stay tuned.
Nick, we on you.
Oh, stay with us. Hey, stay rocking with us. Hey, again, fade our bets. Comment on our posts, and when we putting them up for your what's your bets of the week. Engage on Instagram, on social media, on X. Hey, we want to know what y'all thinking as well, so we can definitely be integrate and communicate with y'all on that level, so we can keep making these bets, and we want y'all input. So stay with us, rock with us. Let's keep doing the damn thing. Let's win some money. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. That do it for us, man. Week 15, episode 15 of the Parlay Gang. Stay tuned we'll be dropping this on Thursday. Stay tuned to our stories. Stay tuned for the recap episode as well. That'll be dropping on week 14. We'll be dropping that tomorrow. So, hey, keep tuning with us, man. Keep following us. Share, like, subscribe. Parlay Gang, Sports Gambling Made Easy. We will see y'all next week.
Peace.